What's up, y'all? It's True Authority. Got through watching this game here. You know, I was a quarterback there. Nobody won. But you know, the last should be first, and the first should be last. I'll let y'all.
Nobody paid attention to me, wondered what I did, so I tried to fit in, but all it did was made it worse. Pops beating on me daily, trying to curse me with his words, so I ran to the boys and good, but they was no good. I put Tupac in and felt so good. An opportunity was presented to me to get high off the Buddha sense to relieve the stress that I was feeling. I'm able to be a man, but don't know what it really is. Please forgive me for being alive, going to funerals all the time with tears in my eyes. I need God in the worst way, but nobody praying for me till my birthdays was Thursdays. I didn't even know the prophet was in the first place. So now my prayer, Lord, has helped me be real, cause all them simple mistakes could've got me killed. Truth be told.
Yeah, this is Rod. A lot of folk don't really know nothing about me. But yet, you know, they got some assumption about me, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like I ought to let them know, you know, I've been delivering from HIV, you know what I'm saying? I came up without knowledge of the future, without knowledge of how to change. I came up with knowledge. I came up from an era of not knowing my fate, my destiny, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know how to correct nothing. I didn't know how to change. A lot of folk don't even know how to be real. So before I say any further, I just open up. Father, let me be real. In Yeshua HaMashiach's name I pray. Thank God, amen. It take a lot of time for me to know what's right and what's wrong, you know what I'm saying? You could teach somebody something, but if you don't teach them with love, then what you put in them is what's gonna come back at you, you know, like I used to always tell my peeps, you know what I'm saying, when I was growing up, you know, you can get a puppy, you know what I'm saying, and the puppy you don't know no better, you know, you gotta teach him. So after a while, you know, you start loving them, but then you go from loving them to treating them wrong because of what he don't know, because you ain't teaching him. So when he start doing stuff he ain't got no business doing, you start belittling him, playing with him, antagonizing him, he start getting bigger and bigger. You know, you put him in the cage, you don't want to be in the cage, and then after a while, you know, you let him out the cage, you're going to run off. He ain't going to come back. For y'all to think that y'all know me, you know what I'm saying, it's a lot of folk in this city, you know what I'm saying, that they do stuff for the wrong reason, you know what I'm saying, because they think they getting a benefit out of it. But you ain't doing nothing but making me pray harder and making God fight more, you know, but that ain't what I came to talk to y'all about, you know what I'm saying. Honest with you, I don't know how to talk. I don't know how to quit talking. You know, a lot of stuff I don't know how to do because of what I wasn't taught. You know, but the Holy Spirit is teaching me what I should have. Well, He teaching me what I was ordained to know now. You know, if I'd have took the time to learn about what I didn't know back then, now, back then, I'd have been a lot further than where I'm at. But, you know, because of the wrong guidance, wrong leadership, you know what I'm saying, I suffered for a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying. I didn't, you know, abuse them, they abused me. But what I thought was true leadership, but it wasn't. It was just something they wanted to put in my head and make me think that what they was telling me was right. And they would always say that, you know, they always say, I ain't gonna tell you nothing wrong. Of course. I mean, if I don't know no better, then you know, I'm made to believe that what you're telling me is the truth. So that's called abuse, that's called manipulation, that's called deception, that's called witchcraft. You know, you can deceitfully abuse somebody and make them believe that abuse, you know, make them believe that, you know, what they seeing really ain't wrong, it's right. You know, but they suffer for it, but then what, you know, what you end up doing is you end up suffering in the long run, because it's gonna come back to bite you one day. You know, like that dog that you abuse so much. You know, you treat a puppy bad for so long, after a while, that booger gonna snap. I always told my people that, but they, you know, they frowned at that. They thought I was just talking foolishness or fool's talk, or I didn't know what I was talking about. Take a look at the young boys right now. I don't care what color they is, but you can say black boys, you know what I'm saying, because, you know, they doing a lot of killing. White folks too, Chinese, you know, everybody, just about everybody that ain't got the right guidance, that was made to believe one thing and they found out something else that really pissed them off later on. They found out they was mad. They found out they was lied to. Look at what it did to them, and look at what did to them. Look at what was did to them. How it messed them up, and what they ended up doing to somebody else, to some folk that they didn't even know, that didn't know nothing about him, but they thought they were doing something good to him, and they thought they were, in return, they thought they were doing something good for themselves. They thought they were doing something good. You know, what goes up must come down. You know what I'm saying? You open the door, you gotta close it if you desire to keep your door closed after you done opened it. Some people don't like to close their door, like leave it open so everybody can get in, all the flies in, all the air out. You know, like the opposite, like, you know, it's foolishness. You know what I'm saying? But somebody with no common sense or no real standard or no real, you know what I'm saying? Nothing really. Somebody that ain't got no morals, somebody that ain't got no guidance, because you can't really blame folk for what they do, because it was somebody before them that taught them what they doing. Like the stuff that folk doing to me now or have done to me before, somebody taught them that, and then somebody taught them that. You know, somebody that on the line was dropping seeds all throughout their generation. You know what I'm saying? All seeds ain't good. And some seeds turn out to be corrupt. I remember Wu-Tang had a song called "The Seeds Come Up the Same Way." You know, I'm always been a fan of music, because I used to listen to music. You know what I'm saying? I used to listen to what was said. I ain't just, you know, at first I was, you know, bobbing my head, but a lot of times I wasn't, because a lot of songs stuck out to me, even as a child. Made me feel certain types of ways, you know what I'm saying? Like, but everything I was listening to wasn't real. Or was it? If you do not return what was stolen from him. If everybody telling the truth, then who? Then there's no such thing as liars, right? You lying. You lying right now, saying no. But you can't make yourself believe the truth if all you believe is lies.
Says the Holy One of Israel.
Because you hooked on the lie. And that lie done became the truth. So when I grew up, you know what I'm saying, that's all I believed was lies. I was naive. Like I was, na means near. Eve was the woman that got deceived by the devil, that she believed what he said after somebody had already told her the truth. You know, I really didn't know the truth. I believed what I heard was the truth. But everything I looked around when I got older, I found out it wasn't true. Music, church, family, me. You are what you believe. What you believe is what you eat. You know, what you consume, what you let get in you, in your mind. The scripture says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So, you know, that's why young men sag their pants, they pull pistols, they smoke reefer, because of a lie somebody done told them. Them rappers. But they themselves is homosexuals. They themselves is liars. They themselves is, you know, claiming to be preachers, really they false prophets. You know, the gospel industry, none of them, you know, none of them tell the truth, because if they do, they tell you that, you know, we're not celebrities, we ministers. But they making you believe that they're celebrities. So when somebody jump up in your church and start singing a gospel song and it sound good, you wanna, you know, congratulate them like they're a celebrity instead of worshiping the Lord from the song that they sing. Like, that's crazy. Is you really worshiping them? I know y'all don't want to hear this, but you know, when I woke up and found out that I believed the lie for so long, I want to start telling the truth. Because, you know, a liar ain't going to go to heaven.
You are being judged because you disobeyed me, says the Holy One. Repent and be converted, says the Holy Spirit. For I am well aware of what you are doing to my son, and I am not angry at him, says the Spirit of the Lord. Don't push me.
What I am about to do is bring him a woman that will honor the anointing upon him as the king that he is. If you continue to treat him as if I have not sent him to you, says the Most Holy One, I will. Thus says the truth.
I've been torn, you know what I'm saying, ripped to pieces, you know, and I don't need to be rebuked by somebody. I don't need to be rebuked about something something I didn't know, something I didn't know how to do. You know what I'm saying? That's not how you teach somebody. I don't have all the answers, but I can tell you. I mean, I don't know it all, but I can tell you what I do know. And if you think I still know it all, you know, that's what you complete then. Ain't nothing I can do for you.
Do not disrespect your husband. There's a major catastrophe awaiting if you continue to disrespect him. He spoke a true word. He is a true authority of me, says the Spirit of Jehovah. If you don't quit waiting for me to destroy your husband, it will be upon
you. If you can help me more than you can hear me,
says the Most High,
and listen to me and hear what I got to say,
you can be replaced, says Yah. I am not pleased with you because
and we might have a problem
concerning your husband. This is a part of the judgment that is.
That means the God you preaching,
listen to me. There is an anointing upon you that you are not coming subject to.
He's not a loving God.
I am well pleased with my son, says the Spirit of the Lord.
The God you preaching, but the God I read, you know, and the God I pray to, He speak back to me and tell me, you know, He don't try to kill me, but something I don't know when I mess up. Now, I almost had Him to kill me when I knew what to do and didn't do it. I mean, you know better, you do better. You don't know better,
Nor have
You can't do what you don't know.
you are being disconnected from him.
So why should I play around
Says the Lord.
with the one,
I will show you who is rebellious against me. Watch
two
me
people who know what to do,
I am coming.
and they making excuses
You
for it?
can't fight your husband and hear my voice. It doesn't.
They got what's coming to them,
I am moving towards the end.
especially if they're not playing.
I am moving.
I shouldn't play with them. I don't run with people that play games. You know what I'm saying? I don't run with people who play around with other folk. You know, you can get somebody hurt like that. A church that sit up and love folk in the church, and then when they leave church, that loved and left when they left. When they come back, it ain't never real from the front, from Jump Street. You know, I'll just be honest with you. I can't hang around you. I don't care. I don't care if you call me antisocial. I don't care if you say I'm a hypocrite, I'm a liar, and all that. It didn't make no difference to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just got to be real. I got to be real. Thank you. I watch this and clean up behind myself. They act like I don't do it because they don't want to say that I do right. I come home from church late at night, be hungry. I want to cook something to eat, but I can't do it because it's right here. That's the fuse box. So, I mean, you do the man. I don't need to hope and pray if I know something I ain't did.
Well, the kid came to the house.
No, it didn't. The check don't come to the house. No mail comes to the house.
Oh, it did.
It don't.
Guess what? Guess
It
what?
don't, man. It don't. Because when the mail comes, guess what it do? Come down the street, turn around, and keep right on going. Come on, no, I didn't, man. Come on, don't try that, man. Because when the mail came, what you saw on the couch is what came. And that's all that came.
Well, the people told me that you called up there to be quiet about what's not this shit.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
So they lied.
Yeah, they lied.
The bottom line is, if you have it, then it's gonna be fine.
Yeah, you sure is. You sure is.
Okay, then there's nothing.
I didn't bring it up.
There's nothing worse. But the problem I got with you and what you did with her and what you're always doing, when your mama asks you something, you know, there's a reason why she asked you. You're so disrespectful to her. It's bad enough you disrespectful to your parents, period. But you're disrespectful to your mother till it ain't even funny. And I am sick of you doing that. You want us to, you know, I don't have a problem with dropping you off and take, but you treat us like crap. You do. When you decide you ain't gonna do something, and then you tell other folks trash about us. You do it. Okay? And I'm sick of it. Okay? And you can do what you want to do. Don't ask me to take you nowhere else. I'm sick of you treating her like trash. It's bad enough you treat both of us like that. Okay? But I'm not gonna tolerate it. And it's over. Okay? You're going to find yourself with no place to stay. That's what you're going to find out. We are fed up with your junk. Fed up with it. Okay? Anytime you decide you want to disrespect us, which is on a daily basis, in one aspect or the other, you do it. And you don't have a problem with that. But you walk around here all holier than thou. You got to be kidding me. You're a hypocrite. That's what you are. You are. You're a hypocrite. Okay? You think you got the word down pat. It don't apply to you. It don't apply to the mistakes you make. Okay? You got some problem with your neck? Something wrong with your neck? Or your eyes? You understand fully what I'm talking about. You are not accountable for nothing you do. You assume no responsibility for anything that you do. Whether that be disrespect or anything else. You don't assume any responsibility for it. Because you do it, you clean up your own backyard first.
Eric, come put the bike up so we can shut the door.
You're going to find yourself homeless. Is what you're going to find.
Come on,
Okay?
Eric.
Because I'm tired of it. I ain't going to deal with it no more. Can't get you to do a blessed thing around here. Nothing. All you do is, this is what you do. That's what you do. You don't help nobody do nothing around here. But every time you turn around, can you drop me out here? Can you drop me out there?
Come on.
Okay? You either gonna get it together, like I told you before, or you ain't gonna stay here.
Put the bike in the garage,
Okay.
now. Let's go. I got to hear what you say.
Because you can do something else. If you think your every waking moment and breath surrounds you going to church every day. Those folks work. They work. They do other things. And you can do the same thing.
Come on.
But if you think that somebody's going to rip and run behind you because that's all you want to do, that's on you. It ain't going to be on us. Okay? And don't send me no that blame text messages because I'm telling you this either. Don't send them to me.
You know it. Yeah, I'm not taking you nowhere. Come on. That's a lock it.
See that, right?
Judgment. 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 Judgment.
You don't want no water on your bedroom, you got drink.
Judgment. 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 Judgment.
Y'all see that?
Judgment.
You seen it for yourself, you know what I'm saying?
Judgment.
They make excuses, tell lies,
Judgment.
say that I'm saying something that I ain't said,
Judgment.
or trying to get me, you
Judgment.
know. But y'all see it, I ain't finna stress.
Judgment.
Let's go get the mail. I'm not gonna get it, I'm gonna get it. I got some mail, Daddy. I got some mail, Daddy.
About the money or the fame. Remember when it used to be strictly ministry? Now it's all about who's at the top of the industry. Everyone's jealous, full of hate, greed, and envy. Nowadays I don't even know and that is why you be warming up the church seats. But you don't hear me, turn and look the other way. But that's okay, I don't got this in what I gotta say. I can't lie, though sometimes I feel like giving up.
Even though it hurts, I gotta keep praising, keep moving. Holla at y'all.
Y'all doing this True Authority. I'm just gonna run right into it. It's another 60-second seed, you know, it's called I Apologize. I apologize, and I ask that y'all forgive me for being angry and bitter with all the people here in Augusta, Georgia. I forgive y'all for whatever was done to me. Whatever you stole, the money you took, you know, what you won't tell me, and blah, 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 blah. You know, I can't, you know, I can't really hold that against you no more, because I can't prosper like that, you know. I forgive y'all, truly do, and I want to walk in love. So some of you real believers out there that's, you know, they didn't do nothing to me, I ask that you pray for me, all right? I'll see y'all later, 60-second seed, and if you ain't forgave somebody, go do so.